What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 985. There's levels to this. Listen, the Xbox showcase was great. It is what it is. I already know what you're gonna say, Doc. Of course you're gonna say that because you're an Xbox shill, this, and that. Then later on you're gonna say I'm a pony bot. And listen. The Xbox showcase was great. Remember though, before anybody tries to say that I clowned Sony or anything like that, I said the PlayStation State of Play was good. I like the PlayStation State of Play. Remember what I said though in that video. You could go down a few videos and see it, okay? If you realize what Sony actually is, you can actually rate that state of play appropriately. Well, the same thing falls for Xbox. By now, everyone should realize and should know what Xbox actually is. What is Xbox, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Xbox is a third party publisher that is more invested in their subscription service, right? These are facts, and their ecosystem more than they are in their specific console. These are all facts. So if you realize exactly who Xbox was coming into this Xbox showcase, you would look at this showcase and realize that just as a gamer, period, this showcase was great. I don't know how anybody could argue that. If you are a PlayStation centric console gamer, Xbox showed you all the games that are going to be played on your platform. Some of those games are going to be played better on your platform than on the Xbox console because you're going to have the PS5 Pro. Some of you were dumb enough to buy that console. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. Listen, but you're going to be able to play some games way better than you can, or not way better, a little bit better than you can on the Xbox Series X. Some games, right? Other games, not, but some games, right? But regardless, if you saw something on this showcase that you liked, you're gonna get to play that on your PlayStation. That's great. If you're an Xbox gamer and you saw this, right? You're gonna get to play it on your Xbox, whether you want to buy the game or whether you want to play it on Game Pass. That's great. If you're a PC gamer, you're gonna get to buy it or play it on PC Game Pass. And look at this. If you are someone that actually plays on the cloud, which apparently is more people than we would like to admit there are, believe it or not, there are actually cloud gamers out there. You can also enjoy these games. So from a gamer's perspective, which is what Xbox is today, Xbox is not just about the Xbox fan base. No, they have expanded to make everybody a fan of their games. They are game-centric first. Xbox cares about the games first. They're giving the games to everybody. How could you possibly look at this showcase and say it's an L? Now, some people, there's different levels of stupidity of people that are going to watch this showcase and want to critique it. Number one is anybody that's still talking about exclusives. You're an idiot. If you watch an Xbox showcase and you're looking for exclusivity, bro, you're dumb. Because Xbox doesn't have exclusives. Xbox doesn't have exclusive, or Xbox is not big high on exclusive. Yeah, there's some games that aren't on the PS5 yet, but we know that that's yet. The same way that there's some games that aren't on PC from PS5, but that's just yet, right? We know eventually everything's coming. Same thing with Xbox. Xbox doesn't have exclusives really. They don't really care about exclusives like that. So that's number one. Number two, if you care about, well, what is Xbox actually bringing, like first-party studios, Xbox first-party studios, we already know that their first-party studios don't really matter because, again, they're not exclusive. They're just all third-party publisher. And even better than that, the Xbox games aren't held to that same high standards as the PlayStation games, right? You're not expecting greatness from Xbox games, which is weird because their games get critiqued the hardest, in my opinion. But regardless, with all that being said, Xbox still showed first-party games. They still did, but it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. This showcase had a whole bunch of world premieres, right? Which, if you want to see new games, again, people are going to be like, yeah, but those weren't new games from Xbox. Why do you care? Even if there were new games from Xbox, you've been touting about how Xbox doesn't make great games. So why do you? They just showed you this is an Xbox showcase, show you world premiere, right? They showed you a new piece of hardware. That's how you're gonna say that that's not good. I don't know, but I'm gonna make another video about that one because I understand why PlayStation fans are afraid of that hardware. Okay, but They showed you another piece of hardware, right? And then if you're a Game Pass subscriber, part of the Xbox ecosystem, bro, these games that you and I know, some of those games that are not, we're not willing to buy, won't matter. We'll get to play it on Game Pass. And those games that we want to buy, we'll be able to buy them because we save so much money on Game Pass. Now, here's the deal, right? If you got the money to buy every single game, by all means, do it. Do it. And you want to flex like that? Hey, I'll buy every single game. By all means, do it. Even if I had the money to buy every single game that dropped, I still wouldn't buy every single game that dropped. That to me doesn't make any sense. But you do whatever you want with your money. But this showcase was great. It showed games that I'm interested in, games that I might not be interested in, but you know what? I'll try it on Game Pass. See, I could be honest with you. I could be honest. People say, well, what? People on my stream were saying, well, what if this wasn't on Game Pass? Then no, I wouldn't play some of these games. I could be honest with you, but Game Pass does exist. You see, people want to, again, people want you to treat Xbox and Sony the exact same way, even though they're not the exact same businesses. They have two different models. They're not the exact same. So how would we treat them and rate them the same? Listen, Sony is the heavyweight champion of the world, right? So more is going to be expected of you. You're going to be critiqued a lot more. Xbox is what? The light heavyweight contender? But boy, they're making the case. They're way more exciting to watch. The heavyweight champion of the world, yeah, that's the baddest man on the planet. But man, he moves slow. You know, man, those fights are boring. There's a lot of hugging and stuff, right? Xbox, the light heavyweight contender right now, moving up the ranks, just boom, 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 fighting all cylinders, and it's a lot more exciting. You can't pretend like watching an Xbox showcase is not more exciting than watching a PlayStation state of play. You definitely know it was. For the simple fact that those games, a lot of those games, you're going to be able to play. And listen, you can't be mad at Xbox for that. So if it wasn't for Game Pass, yeah, if it wasn't for Game Pass, it'd be a different story. But Game Pass does exist. So that instantly makes this showcase better. The access to the game, the value that Xbox is giving. Then I saw the whole $80 thing, right? Shout out to my big bro, Puerto Rock 77. He put up a tweet saying Outer Worlds 2 is going to be $80. Get the F out of here, he put. I simply quote tweeted Game Pass. What do you mean it's going to be $80? It's $80 if you want it to be $80. But it's not. You can literally play Outer Worlds for $20 or less. It's not going to take you a month to beat it, right? Outer Worlds 1 is what, 13 hours or something? It's not going to take you freaking 30 days to beat Outer Worlds 2. Subscribe to Game Pass for 1 month, play it, and then go from there. Right? Like I don't understand this gripe. Now, if you were on a platform that you had to spend $80 to play the game, right? You had no other option, then I could see why you would be upset. I would, right? I could see why you would be upset. But that's not what happens when you're an Xbox gamer. When you're an Xbox gamer, you choose how you want to play the game and whether or not you want to pay for the game. And even if you're an Xbox gamer that wants to play the game on PS5, by all means, you could do that as well. But don't complain about it when you actually have the same access that I do. You don't even have to buy a new piece of hardware. You probably have something in your house right now that is going to be able to play Outer Worlds for $20 a month. Game Pass Ultimate, because you need Game Pass Ultimate to play with the cloud. You literally have something in hardware you can stream it. Am I lying? I'm not lying. So this showcase had literally something for everybody. Literally had something for everybody. And it had a whole bunch of world premieres. It had games that are going everywhere. It had games that are going to Game Pass. And they even showed a brand new piece of hardware. How are you not going to say that this showcase wasn't great? At that point, you're just hating. We had a showcase, showed new games going to every platform, and a new piece of hardware that might change the gaming industry if they do it right. They got to execute. These are all facts. Dog 1985. There's levels to this. What you gonna argue now, bro? Like, why are you even arguing? I feel like the PlayStation fan base is the ones that wants to keep on console war. Xbox is dead. The console is dead. It don't matter. Xbox, though, is alive and well. And I'm glad they are, because they literally saving the gaming industry. We out. Peace.